Luke, I know it wasn't the end result you guys were hoping for, but just tell me about what's going through your mind right now.
Oh, it does suck, and nobody comes here and says, "Man, I want to get second." But we fought hard. I kept telling basically my brothers that just leave it all out there. No what ifs. Just go as hard as you can. Don't come out of this game for nothing. Don't give it your all. I don't care how tired you are. It's your last game. Just go.
You guys put up a great fight against a team that is here every year, it seems like. What are going to be some of the positive things you take away from today?
Probably that we just didn't give up. You know what I mean? A lot of people, I'm thinking we're the hardest competition Don Bosco's seen all year, and not trying to discredit the other teams, but they didn't have that lead, and we didn't roll over. We kept our nose in there, and we fought no matter what, so no matter the score.
Great season, great career. How do you sum it up?
Hard but rewarding. Football's taught me a lot. You still have people graduated 2-3 years ago that still text me before every game, and there's still that's togetherness, and we'll, no matter what, we always play football together, and I don't have any brothers personally, so this is the closest I got, and it's really rewarding.
Tanner, I know not the result you guys were hoping for today, but you gave them a fight. Just how do you sum it up?
It was a good game. They came in here, they were ready to play. We were ready to play. They just had more. They're just a good team. We couldn't do. There was some stuff they ran we couldn't defend. There's some stuff we were running they couldn't defend. It was just a battle to the end. They came out on top.
Offensively, what were some of the things that you feel like they were able to do to get to you guys?
That Evans, I think Thomas or something. He's a physical dude. He ran. He's fast. He's quick. As soon as he got on the edge, he was pretty hard to bring down, and he was definitely their biggest asset in this game.
You had a blocked punt that gave you guys a little bit of momentum. How cool was that? And take us through that play.
It was just like every other punt protection. Just went through there, and I noticed I was getting a little deeper than normal, and I had a guy riding my side. So I just stuck an arm out and hoped for the best and got a piece of it, and that's all I could ask for.
Great season, great career. How do you sum it up?
I wouldn't have it any other way. There's a group of boys that I've been playing with. They're just the best, and there's nothing I would change.
Skylar, you guys gave them a run, ultimately came up short, but just how do you sum this all up?
It was a great season. We played hard every game, every Friday night, and towards the end of the season on Thursdays. But we can't really ask to have it any other way. Obviously, it would have been nice. It would have been amazing to win today, but sometimes it just doesn't work out for you that way. But we played hard. We played the closest to anybody that's played to them all year long, and it was a real great experience.
You guys went right down on the first drive and were able to score. Kind of what was going through your guys' mind after you drew first blood?
We just got to keep up the mentality that we had on that first drive. Keep pushing hard, being physical, flying around, and just having fun out there. That's one thing people forget is football is a real X and O game and filling gaps. But the best time playing football is when you're just out there having fun with your teammates and making plays and celebrating together.
Seemed like the run game never really could find a rhythm today. Was there anything special they were doing to try to hamper that?
They were just playing good gap responsibility defense. When they do that, it makes it really, really hard to get the ball moving. We had a couple runs break off there towards the beginning of the second half, but it makes it difficult. They're a really good team. They're really athletic, which athletic linebackers can make it hard on our O-line to get up there and block them, but they did their best today. We can't ask them to do anything else. We know they're giving 110% effort every play, and that's all you can ask from them.
Great season, great career comes to a close. How do you sum it up?
It's a tough question. Amazing. That's all you can really say is this team, these 8 seniors on this team, we bought in. We've been bought in together. We've been a tight-knit group since junior high, even before that. But you can't ask for a better team than this. Nobody put themselves above anybody else. It was a full team effort all the time.
Coach, you guys gave him a run. Ultimately came up short, though. Just your thoughts?
Incredibly proud of the effort the guys put forth today. There's no quitting our guys. You could have given up early. When they got it to a 2-score lead in the second quarter, I think a lot of less veteran, a lot of less gritty teams would have folded. Shows you how tough our guys are. They're mentally tough. Because that's a grind. That's a grind to face that team that leans on you in the run game, and then they go over top in the pass game. They formation you to death. They motion you a little bit. They make it really tough. And when they started to get a little momentum, I was a little bit worried. Are we going to get a stop? And Tanner comes up with a huge pump block. I thought that pump block was critical for the rest of the game. It gave us a short field. We punch it in, and then it's a 1-2 score game the rest of the way, and we're right there in it. I don't think there's any doubt those are the two best teams in 8-man today.
Don Bosco had went virtually unscathed throughout the entire season. You guys were able to give them their best fight of the year. I know it probably doesn't feel like a consolation prize, but how proud are you of that?
Yeah, I'm proud of the way our kids fought. I thought that the effort was great. The mentality was great. We didn't have a lot of missed assignments. We didn't have guys getting on each other. Our kids bought in. They did what they had to do. It just came up a little bit short.
The run game, it looked like it took a little while to kind of find a rhythm in the first half. Was there anything special they were doing to try to falter that?
Not really. They're just we had a pretty good idea what they were going to do, but it doesn't make it any easier to execute. We tried some different looks. We tried some leads, some options, some counters, some motions. We threw the ball a little bit. So we brought most of the playbook out as we tried to poke and prod, but there's just not a lot of weaknesses with them. It's hard to have sustained success against a team of that caliber. It just is.
You could argue this was the most successful year in school history. You guys ran a gauntlet of a schedule and were able to get to the state finals. When you look back at this year, say 5 years from now or 10 years from now, what's going to come to your mind?
Just how gritty this group was. From week 0 against East Mills, trailing in the second quarter. Week 1, losing last 6 seconds to Remsen. Week 2, bounce right back and knock off an always potent Fremont Mills team, and then to go through our district, which was probably the toughest district in the state, unscathed, including some big victories against Coon Rapids and Cam, who also made the playoffs, and then to come out at home and protect home field advantage and win 2 playoff games to get to the Dome was awesome. And then to come out last week with the kind of performance our guys had, overcome 4 turnovers, to win by a 2-score game against the Remsen team who beat us. Regardless of how today was going to go, obviously we're going to hold our heads high. That doesn't change because we lost today. The season's been awesome. I think these seniors will be able to look back very fondly, and so will the lower underclassmen. But when you talk about the articles this week that came out, the best season since, it was always 77 or 89, or first district championship since whatever, right, 2017 or whatever it was. Now all those best since or first since, it'll say 2019 behind that, and it's going to be really tough to overcome. Because unless you win a state title, it's going to be that 2019 team that set that bar where it is. These kids came in. The football program was at a pretty good spot, but it wasn't. It was the playoffs were an expectation. The culture had been established. So those senior classes that have come the last 6-7 years are a big part of this. But these seniors found a way. This team found a way to elevate the standard of excellence. They elevated the bar. When they leave, they're gonna walk away with two district championships. They're gonna walk away with 3 playoff appearances. They're gonna walk away with a Dome experience, a state runner-up. I think something like a 23-1 home record or something the last couple of years. Someone said something to me the other day. I don't remember what it was, but just a phenomenal effort that these guys have had. The 2 years they made the playoffs, they lost to state runner-ups. Both those teams could have very easily been here as well. We're a couple plays away from these guys being a 3-time Dome team. So for them to finally knock that door in, we knocked on the door twice. We knocked on the door a couple times, and finally we kicked that door into the semifinals. The community support's been phenomenal, but to come out and then execute it, not be overwhelmed by the situation, and then come away with the semifinal victory. And then today, the laser focus our guys have played with, the moment wasn't too big for these guys. They did an outstanding job representing Audubon. I couldn't be more proud of these guys.